Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Just grab the lighting. Hi guys, I'm back again. Welcome to my channel, Squad Deep Vibes. So I'm back with the final word. Which is disaster. It's hot today. Yeah, so I'm still dealing with the heat problem. So I'm back with the final word, disaster. This one is going to be intense, but my creator wants me to choose wants me to share rather this word, well, not word actually, it's, I don't even, this message. So for those, maybe if you've been sensing or feeling like there is this something, like the energy, like there's something that is going on, that is brewing, but you just don't know what it is. So this is confirmation for those who have been feeling like, no man, there's something coming, and yeah, or who have been noticing that there is things that have changed on planet Earth, although when you're speaking about media, the news, they will definitely downplay it, you know. So that's why it's important to just have a relationship with our creator. But he has sent me to be a vessel so he can share this message, and he did instruct me to actually pray at the end, but he's definitely with me, right? I feel his presence, so I'm good to go. So this download from my creator was, yeah, when I say to you, I got this message, I actually wrote this down. I got this message from my creator on the 21st of October 2020, right? My creator speaks to me, says, which is, you know, it's normal. You know, I speak to my creator daily, you know. But that day was different. It was on the 21st of October 2020. He says to me, I must take a pen and paper. And usually when I have downloads, I will take a pen and paper and be like, okay, that's scripture. If it's like a jam-packed type of message. But that one specifically, he was just like, write this down. And then he said dated, so I dated. And then he gave me the message. So this is me reading. But before I read the message, I just want to break down like how I'm going to group this word. But I feel like even my energy, it's not like it's like I'm feeling it, like what's coming, because obviously my creator is not he doesn't create us for disaster. So when disaster strike, you must know that there's something that has made him unhappy. Okay, so I'm feeling their presence as well as I am speaking, you know. So the creator code that he led to me is well, I'll tell you the creator code, but the creator code that he gave me, he says that we need to read it daily and meditate on it and let it marinate and sink in, like sink deep in us. And then he gave me a vision, right? So it was a message, was the creator code, and then the vision. I'm a visionary, so that's a spiritual gift that my creator works through me. He shows me, he reveals it to me, and yeah, but this one was intense, you know, because he took me through the disaster itself. I've never experienced that, so it was quite. When I got the message, when he did the whole revealing, was way after. It was in December, so I got in October, December. That's when he showed me. And now that's when I'm doing the video, which goes back to his timing. Everything is working according to. If you're directed by our creator, you don't rush to send a message. that's why it's even best to actually even say, when would you like me to share this, so it directs you, because that's when the message comes out at the right time. Okay, so I am a seer, meaning I'm a visionary. Being a visionary it's more than just being a creative person. When it's a spiritual gift, it's a whole nother it's actually, yeah, you are shown way, like, yeah, I'll get into that when I'm speaking about the vision. Um, but let me just get into the message itself. So this is a message from our Creator. As I did mention, He is in the presence, in the midst, and He's just using me as a vessel to actually share this word with you guys. So He says, the message itself is message of anger. Message of anger. So you know, disaster from the north, message of anger. It says, tell them they have rejected me and chose wickedness. Tell America, specifically says America, I've warned you of idol worship, social injustice, wickedness. I am the creator of all. Nothing is greater, right? The laws that govern the nation goes against my covenant. I've turned my back on them. Tell them, no protection, no cover. Like, they're not covered. The land, when he says tell America, it means the land. So if you are in the land called United States of America, you must know that God is really heavy. He's placing heavy judgment on the land. Self-destruction rules the nation. So disorder and chaos rules this nation, right? The spirit of darkness rules the nation. It dwelleth, meaning that he has turned, because people chose to live under the rulership of wickedness. As I said, guys, it's hot, so I'm just putting so much sweat on my face now. So that is the message that our Creator wants me to share with America, United States of America, that you guys called into ministry. So you have different type of places that you are working in terms of leading the people. You just need to know this. It's critical. It's not a panic factor, because if you are working with our Creator, it means that you are actually helping people to change them, because it goes back to restoring the heart, right? But when it comes to the land itself, it's the energy. Maybe if you're feeling like you're getting this energy, like negative vibe, negative thoughts, like you're trying to, and it's because the energy is definitely dominated by negativity. So you need to just really be strong in prayer. We are praying for you guys as well, but be strong in prayer and know that this is what's happening. So we need to, basically my Creator is just saying, you need to just be aware of the times that you're in, that it's not like the judgment is there. It is America that's being judged. You need to know that it is America, United States of America, that is being judged. Okay, so we need to just not be in that mindset of maybe, or once our Creator speaks it, it is. Okay, so yeah, what else? And then he says, in coming years, this is heavy on me. I don't like, I'm feeling it. In coming years, distraction and chaos from the leaders will prevail. Distraction and chaos. So whatever is happening right now is child's play, guys. I'm telling you now. Whatever is happening in the land, it's child's play to what is coming. my people will be exiled. And that I'll break down in terms of the vision and the creator code, like with the exile. So when our creator is saying that this land, he's turned his back, he hasn't turned his back on his people, which is like his children, right? So that's why it's so important to have a relationship with our creator, because that's the only way you will survive. The land itself, when our creator proclaimed that land, like it's not something that, so let me just carry on. And then he says America again, this is the second time. Then he says the United States of America will fall. It's not something where maybe, it will. So it's already out, it's released. This judgment upon the land has already been released. Okay, it's already been released. And he actually said to me that the when it was released was he gave me the message on the 21st of October, and on the 21st of December, that's when the shift happened, when like now things will actually start moving in that direction, So, and then he says to me, young one, that's what my creator calls me. He says I'm young of age, but I have an ancient soul, and one meaning that I'm the one that he has chosen. So he calls me young one, and he calls me. That's when I stand up. I'm like, it's go time. Assist my people, transform their hearts, heal them, guide them back home. The people are not, it's not worldly. It's not like when our creator says my people, it's black people, or it's whatever the statements, like the Jews will be saved or whatever. My creator is not of this, is not part of the nonsense of this world that's been created. He is the creator of humans. So when he says my people, it's the people that have totally submitted to our creator's will in their lives, right? They are people who seek me, who cry for me, who believe in me. I'm working through you on earth. That's the message from our creator to America, United States of America. So if you are in America, just know that this is what's coming, okay? You don't have to panic, but I have to share what's going on in terms of the energy, and so you just understand what's going on. Our creator is basically cleaning up. When it comes to the land, is cleaning up, and the cleanup is different to, it's worse, because it's like, yeah, I'll explain further. So let's go to the creator code, right? So we in Jeremiah 4, we have Jeremiah 29, and Joshua 1 is the creator code that I'll end with, right? He says, when it comes to this creator code, I must be loud. I don't know why. When I speak, I think it's because he knew that my energy was, because he said, when you speak, be loud. You can shout. Okay? Yeah. So Jeremiah 4, Jeremiah 29, and Jeremiah 4 and Jeremiah 29. So I have taken what my creator wants to share in terms of the times, meaning that the people that I'm speaking to who are in United States of America, you can read it, marinate, because that's what he said, let it sink in. So I'm going to give you what he has, the message out of Jeremiah 4 and Jeremiah 29, right? So meaning Jeremiah 4, you start reading it in verse 5. Jeremiah 29, you start reading it in verse 8, and you carry on, okay? And then I'll end it with Joshua. So Jeremiah 9, He says, tell them, my people, as I said, spiritual maturity. So when I say my people, you already know who I'm speaking to here. Tribe of Judah and tribe of Israel. But he explains the tribes according to the energy, right? So these are people that have wisdom when he's speaking about the tribe of Israel. You have this knowledge, this wisdom, you're sharing that. Those are the people, right? So the energy that you have of your forefathers is that it is wisdom. Tribe of Judah, you're strong, you have strength, you are a lion. That is the energy that you are walking with. Tribe of Israel, the energy of wisdom is an elephant. Okay? So that we need to just understand in terms of how we are as leaders, because I speak to leaders that lead followers. Saying we're in end times is an understatement. I'm telling you. Saying, oh, we're in the end, it's what's coming. That is just like I'm not even going to entertain that term, because what I saw is just like, okay. Return to me, what? Return to me, you belong to me, not the world. So our Creator is saying that He is the one that made you. So it's time now that you return to Him, because you belong to Him, not this world. And what is the world? It is America. It starts then everyone else follows, which was celebrated, but it's actually ridiculous. Okay? You already blessed. You already called. You already loved. So you know that you are blessed. You know that you are called. You're already doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are loved by our Creator. You have a relationship with our Creator. You're helping others to change, transform. But our Creator is also saying, be aware. When I do this, it means listen, that it's also time though, that you're not just doing this job of teaching people to teach people to change. You're not changing them for the land. That's one thing you need to just understand in this season. You're not changing them for that land where you are, because that land is going to fall. Okay? So let's get that clear. Assemble yourself, call my people, move, stand up. Assemble. Assemble means gathering people together. Assemble yourselves, gather them, whether it's community, teach them, because when you teach them, they'll stand up. When it's time to move, they'll move. That's why it's called a movement. When it's time to move, they'll move. So gather them, right? It's time. Oh, I feel you. It's time. Do you understand when our Creator is saying it's time, what that means? I'm not speaking about the time of the world. This was written before you were even born, that you will be a prophet, that you will be a priest, that you will be a preacher for this generation. That's why he says the chosen generation. It's time to return to Zion. Where is Zion? As I did mention in my previous video, Zion is Africa. It's the promised land. So you being in the United States of America, that is not your promised land. That land will be destroyed. It's time to return to Zion, right? From the wilderness. The wilderness, remember the children of Israel? That's where you are. It's not even, I wouldn't say that United States is the wilderness, because honestly it's Babylon. It's the modern age Babylon. Right? You're the chosen generation. You're the chosen generation. Our Creator speaks. Your ancestors lived in the land of wickedness. That's why I'm saying it's modern day Babylon. They've been given so much chance to change, but no. Having no peace, but don't fear. That's what our Creator is saying. That I know the cries of your ancestors. This cry, you being the chosen generation, it's prayers of great, like, you don't understand how deep this is in terms of this generation being chosen to be the ones. Okay? I carried your ancestors through all the things that were happening in the land. Slavery, racism, you call it, you name it, you know it, you're in the land. I carried, meaning I was there, but it wasn't the season. It wasn't, they were not the generation. They were not the generation. Yes, I heard them crying, saying, have we been forsaken? But they were not the generation. Your generation is bigger. The mission is bigger. The purpose is bigger. It's bigger. Okay? Don't let false prophets lie to you. Seek me. Don't listen to people who are talking about, we have time. All this, don't let them. It's He says, I made this covenant with your ancestors 500 years ago, saying, when the time is right, I will visit. Not that he wasn't in the midst, he wasn't seeing what was happening, but he was in the season. They were not the generation. They were not the generation that could handle what he's about to do. Okay? To fulfill my promise that I made to your ancestors. So this is generational prayers that have been prayed. People crying out to our Creator saying, have mercy, Lord. Hence the Lord, have mercy. Have mercy, Lord. Okay? And then he says, for I know the plans I have for you. So that verse that is very popular, it's linked to a bigger story, a bigger vision, a bigger journey than just, for I know the plans I have for you. It's plans to prosper, not to harm you, give you hope for the future. Okay? So it's, yes, this is a lot, but you are the chosen generation. So we need to just know that. Whew. Okay. So that was Jeremiah 4, and we're gonna start reading at number 5. Jeremiah 29, start reading it at number 8, okay? And then Joshua, now we're at Joshua 1. I'm feeling so hot. Okay, Joshua 1. I wrote it down according to what my Creator would like us to would like me to break down for this time. So you are more than welcome to take the Bible. As I said, he specifically instructed that we read it and let it marinate, meaning that you meditate on it day and night, you read it. These 3, Jeremiah 4, Jeremiah 29, Joshua 1. Okay? So let's get in it. Creator says, when the time comes, so when he's saying when the time comes, he'll send his servant that he has chosen. I am giving you the land. Claim it, he says. Meaning that he's already said that the promised land is not there. So the ones that are saying we're claiming the land, that's not the land to claim, because that's not the land. Okay? So when the time comes and he sends the servant, okay, he's already given you the land. So meaning that it's already planned. It's already planned. He's already ahead in terms of where his children are going to go. Okay? And then he says, claim the land, your territory. Meaning that it is already been, like, territory means that this is for you. He already has it. It's not something where we're gonna go. Don't be the children of Israel. Don't. So when you're teaching, because I speak to leaders, tell your people that he has already prepared your territory in the land. He's already prepared your territory in this land. No man can change it, or stand before you, or challenge you, or don't even get that in your mind. It's written. This is what will happen. Your forefathers have been praying for generations to return. And you are the chosen generation, because that land that you're in, you did not ask to be in, and it is going to fall. Okay? I was there with Moses. When he parted the sea, was there. I was there with Joshua. The river, Jordan River, right? I've done this before. It's not new to our Creator. It's not new. He's done this before, right? I'll be there. He's got you. He's got your back. He's there with you even now. He lives in you. If you know him, you definitely know that you speak to him. So you know who our Creator is in your life, right? I will not leave you nor forsake you. I'm not turning my back on you. It's the land that you are in. Hence, now I'm giving you a new territory that I'm blessing you with, that prayers of your forefathers, but you are the generation that I chose. Okay? Whew. So be strong and of good courage. So meaning don't panic. This is not a word or a message for you to panic. Be strong, as he says that his children are tribe of Judah. Those are lions and lionesses, kings and queens, royalty. You're strong, you've strength, you've seen, you've been through the most. You're courageous. That's why it's saying of good courage. These are elephants. You have wisdom. You're chilled, but you know. Okay? So relax. He's not just answering your prayers that he keeps on wanting me to repeat, but of your ancestors, because they went through it being in that land. So this is deep, and this is generational. They were asking that we need our own land. We need our own. It wasn't the season. It wasn't. It wasn't the season. They were not the generation. Okay? This is your inheritance. Because you are their children. This is your inheritance. The land is yours. So be strong. Don't be shaken by this message. Don't be shaken that now, no, this is not a time to panic, but you need to know where you are so you can be even closer to our Creator. You need to know where you are so you can be able to help others. Okay? Be mentally prepared. That's what our Creator is saying. Be mentally prepared and be very courageous. Trust in me. Trust in our Creator, not the chaos. Don't be focusing on the news, the weather, because don't be focusing. Don't trust in what's going on. Like, don't trust in the chaos. Trust in our Creator. Okay? You have all the tools. I've trained you. I've shaped you. You are the generation. Your forefathers were never ready. They wouldn't have been able to handle what I'm about to do. Okay? So you will be able to handle this change. Because you are like, he's given the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom. He's empowered you to be the generation. You know how to build. You know how to, if he gives you the land, you'll be able to make it what is needed in the land. Because you are strong and you are courageous. Okay? Speaking to God's people. He knows you by name. Have I not commanded you to be strong and of good courage? Be mentally prepared and heart ready. Trust my servant. Don't be afraid. This is not something to be, now what are we going to do? Don't be afraid to be led. Because our Creator is not leading you to death. I will not. He's saying, I'm with you. I'm with you. Wherever you go, I'm with you. I have not forsaken you, but the land that you're in, which is America, United States of America. Okay? So that was a message from our Creator, and the Creator code broken down according to what's coming. What our Creator would like His children to know. Okay? And then the vision. Father. So the vision that my Creator took me through to actually see what He's going to do in terms of this. So when first of all, let me just explain the disaster from the north. So our Creator is cleaning up wickedness in nations, meaning it's not just the United States of America, but His anger is really upon United States of America. Like, yeah, not that, but let me just explain. So, but the nations that are going to, that like basically our Creator has like turned their backs, or He's back on, or is angry, is United States, Europe, and Asia. Those are when He says nations, He's speaking about United States, Europe, and Asia. But United States is going to get the worst. devastation. Not even devastation, it's just, yeah. So he says, tell them no prayer can change this. Meaning that, yes, we must pray to our grace, to give us strength, to be courageous. But there's no prayer that we can pray. I'm a prayer warrior. There's no prayer I can pray, or my brothers and sisters in the continent of Zion, which is Africa, can say, we're reversing it. It's out. It's out. The will of God will prevail. He's not saying do not pray, but he's saying just know that what you should be doing and putting your effort in is seeking me. Okay? Then he says, the shift, I've already mentioned that the shift happened on the 21st of December, right? Our Creator, that's why I can feel His presence. Like He's not, like, because He creates us. He brings us in this world, and then we disobey, we turn to idols, we do all these funny things, and wickedness is in the land and all of this. It doesn't, what parent, or like what, because I can't even say he's a parent, he's more than that, he's everything, would be happy with destroying what he has created. Think about it. So this is not good. But this is what, as I said on, I'll just take it back a bit. I think it was the second one. Is it the second one? On part 1, he says, I am merciful, gracious, slow to anger, in covenant. And the covenant is good and it's love. So anything opposite of that, you are not under the covenant, right? I am faithful. I forgive sin, but I will not leave the wicked unpunished. That's what he's saying. That I'm not going to just overlook what has been happening, or what is happening, or what has been happening, or the escalation of the wickedness. Okay? So those who are who panic and saying, "Oh, God is killing us or destroying us," God is not. He's not like that. So don't say things like that. He's simply cleaning up wickedness. This is his planet. He's cleaning up wickedness in the land. And the land itself, for America specifically. It's not just wickedness, the land itself. Europe, this is the vision I saw. It's just that the names of the places I don't know. But the one that really stood out for me was because it is very famous. A lot of the places, it was just water. The other areas was water covering up, but majority of Europe will be covered in ice age. My Creator literally took me, because if you're a visionary, my spiritual gift is a visionary. The last one that I know that is written in the Bible is Daniel. He took me, was walking on ice, like literally walking on ice. And when you're walking on ice, you're just thinking, okay, this is the level, meaning this is the ground. And then I saw, you know that place in Paris, the Eiffel Tower, right at the top. That's like this part, the part at the top was the part that's showing, but I was walking and it's here. And that's when I knew that it will be covered in snow. This is like the dark ages, but Europe will be ice ages. Asia, heavy rains, major droughts, major droughts. Major droughts, heavy rain, storms. That's Asia. America is the worst. All types of natural disaster, and it's already happening. It's already happening. Those who like snow, storms, if you're honest with yourself, you will know that it's already happening. So our Creator says in Jeremiah 4, the lion has come to destroy of nations is on his way. The destroyer, rather, of nation is on his way. So when he says the lion, he's speaking about his strength. I know people have interpreted in different ways, but our Creator is speaking about his strength. And then he says the destroyer of nations, meaning that you are the ones that build all of this according to your will and your understanding, and you're not even in my presence. You don't even have a relationship with me. It's basically for Baal. That's why it needs to go. Feel the roar. You know when a lion roars. You know it. Well, I am in Africa. I'm an African in Africa. So when a lion roars, it roars. Not that we live with lions all around, but I've heard a lion roar. It roars. Okay? And then he says, it shall come to pass. You must know when that is. So definitely the land will be experiencing the anger of our Creator after generation and generation of warnings, generation and generation of warnings, and this is how it ends. Okay, so America, when I say that the land is the worst, it's because like Sahara Desert, if you don't know, can just Google it, Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert, it's in Africa. Did you know that was a land it had like green trees, people living, a whole kingdom. Now because of wickedness, several warnings, destroyed, and he left it that nothing may grow in it. Same thing is going to happen in America. That's why he's saying that's not the promised land, because it's not even about just I'm destroying it. There will be nothing in the land. Nothing but sand. It's going to turn into a desert. So if you don't know Sahara Desert, Google it and see. It's huge, but it's in here in Africa, but we living here. There's land. There's because he destroyed that part. Doesn't mean that now South America is not going to be there anymore. His anger towards. He mentions it's Europe, it's America, and that means that's where he's going to direct it. Okay, so we need to just know that. So let me just recap part 1, which was wisdom. What did we learn in wisdom? We are the generation of heart transformation, meaning that we need to help people to heal their heart, to transform them, to lead them to our Creator. So building a relationship with our Creator and actually knowing your spiritual gift is key. Part 2, what did we learn when it comes to favor? We need to submit ourselves totally to the will of God. So be guided by our Creator. The key is spiritual maturity for God's kingdom, right? That's what we learn in part 2. Part 3, disaster. It's done. Our Creator is cleaning up the land. Now we know. the lands that will be cleaned up of wickedness, but his children will return to the promised land. And when I say children, we already know what we mean with that, because it is the people that have submitted to the will of God and transformed their heart. Our Creator is the one in charge, and basically he wants to just show that when he says, I am slow to anger, it doesn't mean that when it gets there, I don't go there. Okay? So he's basically going to show exactly, and is making America as the biggest example. Okay? Nothing can reverse what is coming. Don't listen to false prophets, TV preachers. They don't know what's going on. They don't know. Listen to God. Build a relationship with your Creator. Let him lead you to the right people who would give you the right information. Trust. Be faithful. Submit totally. Meditate in the word. Let it marinate, meaning let it sink in. Those ahead, meaning that you are a leader, your duty is this tribe to bringing it together. That's why he says, gather them. Because once you've gathered them, then I send my servant to lead you. Now it's time to go. Okay? So be courageous. Be strong. Don't be afraid. Because God is with you. Okay? So just to end that out, that's why we call ourselves, I never say I because I'm not alone. We call ourselves Squad Deep Vibe, meaning when it comes to squad, it's the tribe, 2 tribes, lions and elephant, right? Deep, meaning that this is rooted, tree of life, your spiritual gift, right? Vibe is your vibration, your spiritual maturity, right? And those who ask about why I say stay blessed, it's because you're already blessed. You're chosen. You're the chosen generation. Why I say love and light. The love is God's love. God is love. And light is you walking by faith, not by sight. Okay? And my Creator wanted me to end it in Ezekiel 33. So read Ezekiel 33. This is him saying that this is the reason why people perish. Because he says, you have been warned what's coming already in the land. Watchmen. So watchmen, the first watchman, he says, the weather people, the people that talks about the planet, the shifts that are happening, that are going to keep on telling you about the snows and whatnot. Hear of weather changes, extremes, but they do not share like the exact, you know, they only share things that they want you guys to fear. Other things they do keep to themselves. Then it says watchmen too. These are the messengers of our Creator, meaning his servants that he sends to warn his people. And then he says, turn away from wickedness. You must tell people to turn away from wickedness. It's not too late. Tell them to turn away from wickedness because they'll die. Guys, God, our Creator is cleaning up. And that means people are going to die. And if you've warned them and they don't turn away from the wickedness and they do die, it's on them. You can't blame yourself as a servant. You can't blame yourself as a prophet. You can't blame yourself. It's on them. So meaning if it's family or whatever, you have to have courage. You have to be strong. Okay? Because our Creator is not he doesn't take pleasure in people's lives, cleaning up the wicked. It's just cleaning up wickedness. And if you're living in it without his presence or without him, so it means you are leaning in your own understanding and you worshiping idol. And idol is a lot of things. It's not just like the ones that have it's not, it's your like different type of idols, in terms of the occults and stuff. This is basically anything that you invest your energy, time, on, and not focus on our creator at all, not having any relation, or even acknowledging and saying, there's no God and all of this, saying all these funny things. Like, people are so focused on politics, and they don't care about God, they don't pray, they just don't care, they focus. Others are addicted to TV binge watching and doing all these nonsense. They don't even pray, they just eat, they sleep, they, obsessing about football, sports, fanatics that go crazy about just that. They don't even acknowledge that there is a God out there and they have to pray. So that's why our Creator says some of them are there, in these idol situations unknowingly. So that's why He's saying, warn them. Others pray to other gods, others worship money, others worship positions, power, their books, different things. It's not just one thing, idol worship. It's different things that take you away from the presence of our Creator and actually acknowledging our Creator. So we have work to do, basically. That's what our Creator is saying. We have work to do, because you can still save people here. But the ones that don't want to, it's not on you. They will definitely perish. They will perish. Even if you claim to know our Creator and claim to be righteous, TV preachers, it's your heart that will speak. So, Ezekiel 33, that's where I'm ending it. So let me pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory. My Creator, come before your throne, humbling myself as you have sent me as your messenger, my Father, to be able to share this news of your anger towards these nations, my Father. I know that you have already said there is no prayer, because I've asked, there is no prayer that can save the land. But my Father, we thank you that you are so faithful, that you have chosen these two tribes that are going to be able to be saved from this disaster that is coming in the land. May the leaders hear the sound of my voice, my Father, as you use me as your vessel, that they may hear the sound of my voice, that they should not worry or fear, because you are there with them, you are in them, you are with them, they hear you. They must not be worried about whether it's you or not, because the energy is against, but they should not be fearful and be courageous and call upon your name, because you will be there for them, my Father. We are praying for our brothers and sisters, my Father, in the land of America. May you be there with them, my Father. May they transform their hearts, the ones that need to be led, the ones that are leading, may they be strong in what they have been given, because in the times that they are leading, they will have obstacles because of the energy that is against them, my Father. But you are the ones that knows the plans that you have for us. You chose them as this generation to lead, because you know that they have it in them. You've already installed it before they were even in their mother's womb. You knew them by name, that they will be the ones that are prophets, that are priests, that are chosen, that are going to be able to lead the people out of bondage, my Father. They will be able to gather them, my Father, so we can lead them back home to Zion, where they belong. You already have a land for them, my Creator. So they should not worry or fear, but they should rejoice in knowing that they've been chosen as a generation that will be free from bondage, my Father, and finally have their own identity and create their own space and live in a peaceful life, my Father. So we just thank you. We thank you for being merciful. We thank you for giving people an opportunity that they can repent, they can be saved. But there is no time, because you said it is time, meaning it's already out. I I thank you, my Father, for choosing me as a vessel to share this word. I thank you for choosing me to be the one to help, heal, guide, and announce your word. To you, I give glory and the highest adoration. I worship you and I thank you. And I know you are love, so you are loving, so you'll be able to activate love in their heart, my Father, but not fear. We are saying the spirit of fear does not have any authority on your children. We thank you, we love you, and we worship you. In your name, I pray. Amen. Okay. Whew. I'm sweating. That was me praying over America and the nations and the disaster to come. Okay? I feel drained. I'm not gonna lie. So, love and light, stay blessed.